Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets.
Brooklyn Nets was set up to be the next big dynasty in basketball. KD, Kyrie, and James Harden played 16 games together this season. 16 games. Now Harden has left. He just joined the Sixers.
Mm-hmm.
He actually took a pay cut in order to free up some money for other players. Kyrie and KD, we don't really know what's happening right now. People are saying that they're just trying to kind of bluff. Kendrick Perkins, was saying that the KD's just trying to bluff his way into a higher deal or something. But this dynasty that was supposed to be the next big basketball franchise just doesn't seem to be working out the way it was supposed to work out.
Once again, too soon. It's just too soon.
I mean, it's not too soon. I mean, Harden's gone. Like,
right.
That's
they got Ben Simmons.
Well, he's got his own, set of issues as well.
No matter what they say, I watched him in college. He's a good kid. Remember, I always say this to everyone, and it's important that people listen. When you're negotiating, it's not the player. It's the agent. It's the agent. Who gets the backlashes is the player. But the agent is doing the best he can for the player and for his percentage. So if he knows where to squeeze and he knows how to work it out, I had a great agent named David Falk. I had some other good agents too. I'm not going to mention y'all, but David Falk. And David Falk was with ProServe and he had 27 of us. Patrick Ewing, Buck Williams, Michael Jordan, Sam Worthy, like down the line, right? He did the Jordan deal. Great agent, but he would know what the teams needed. And, I look back at it and thought maybe I should have got a signing bonus, which I didn't take because he had to make sure Adrian Dantley had his deal. To me, I was a sacrifice. I was a drafted rookie, skinny, they don't know. But he literally knew what to do. One, not just to make me happy, which would have been happy if I would have known that and my deal wouldn't have been so long, but I wanted to be in the NBA and I had a good deal. I had a good deal as a rookie. After my championship, I had a terrible deal. But then I got Adrian Dantley to be my mentor. So the money I didn't make up front, I made back because of the teachings of AD. So, but I had a great agent and he would work with teams. He would know teams. He would have a different rapport with general managers. Not like, I don't know if I'm going to ever see you again. Back, like you talked about teams staying together, general managers stayed there too. They didn't get fired. They fired coaches. Now they fire presidents, general managers, everybody get out, let's start new. And you're not going to build anything like that. You won't get fruit off of a sprout. You only get it from the tree. So you have to keep those roots and build it and let it develop.
Well, we talk about Kyrie. A lot of people have a lot of things to say. The NBA commissioners.
Besides him being one of the greatest point guards and a vegan and one of the best players we've seen.
One of the best players out there.
Ever.
But some of the decisions he's made have not always been the best.
For who?
Well, really for himself. Honestly, well, let's take a look at the Celtics. He left the Celtics only for the Celtics to go to the finals and only to be swept by the Celtics in the playoffs.
But why did he leave the Celtics? Had a better deal with a larger market to play with Durant there. See, it's still, and I got to say this. Boy, you make me say some things that I say I should never say, but this is a business, right? It is basketball, but it's entertainment. I saw them trade Messi, the soccer player.
Mm-hmm.
He's the greatest player in the world. They traded him because it was good for business. So besides his basketball ability, yes, as an entertainer, we get it. But for him business-wise, it might have been better for him not to be in Boston. It might have been, it might be that he wanted to go to a deli at 2:00 in the morning It might be that he wanted to play what you said with a place that was set up to be a huge dynasty. He wanted to be the one to put the first banner up, as opposed to being in the Celtics and you're gonna have banner 19.
Right.
So for him personally, and him not taking the jab, Djokovic, the tennis player, didn't take the jab either, just won Wimbledon. He won't be able to play at the US Open or be able to play in Australia. But guess what? Who's missing out? They are. They're missing out on the number one player in the past 16 seasons because they're stuck on genetically what they feel humans should do. And he's standing his ground. As far as I know it, Kyrie, the games he played, did work. The crazy rule that they have, now there's no rule. Now there's no rule about the jab. There's no mask. Now it's all gone. But in his life, no. Not going to have you dictate what I do to my body. I applaud that.